Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. And as well, we use the platform to celebrate people, places, and positive news across Africa. Yes, I am Dr. Kemi Akiode Adebayo, known as Dr. Mama K, and in today's program, to share their story is the hardworking Mr. Simon Zitha. He is the branch manager for Signa Academy, which is based in Belleville, Cape Town, South Africa. My dear brother, Mr. Simon, how are you today?
I'm good in yourself, Dr. Mama K.
I am very well. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Who is Simon?
Simon, it's me. Originally from Johannesburg. I grew up there. I was born and bred in a township in Soweto called Dlamini.
Okay.
And yeah, I grew up there, studied there, and after a while of studying and coming down to Cape Town because of work, and I grew fond of Cape Town. I just loved the environment, the ambience, the people as well. So I ended up staying in Cape Town.
So let's go back to Soweto. So yes. Where did you study in Johannesburg, and what did you study?
Yeah, I studied human resource and also studied business analysis.
Okay.
And also studied OETDP, which is Occupational Education and Training Development. Basically, the reason for that is because I fell in love with skills development, because I was very fond of that. It started when I was in Johannesburg, when I joined Play Soccer South Africa. It was an organization coming from America, coming to introduce soccer skills, social skills, and health component.
I know them. I think my son was actually involved with that. Yeah, okay.
Yes. So I joined them, and then from there, because there was a facilitation of the health component side of things, and then I grew fond of facilitation. So I was like, okay, fine. The root cause to go into is the human resource training and development. That's where I went. And then laterwards, I figured out, let me do an OETDP qualification so that I can be an assessor, moderator, skills development facilitator, and so forth. Yeah.
So township, Soweto. That's what a lot of people know. Most people know Soweto. What was life growing up for you in the township?
Well, life in Soweto, it was hard because it's different from the suburbs. It's a township where basically we're getting lack of information as compared to people that are in the suburb areas. When you need access to information, you need to go to towns and so forth. Although now it's one of the metropolitan places because of the history of Soweto. Now information is easily accessible. But at the time when I was growing, information wasn't that easily accessible. So it was difficult, but nevertheless, we were happy, with the environment that we're in. There was a spirit of Ubuntu, humanity. We loved one another, and we believed that a child belongs to the community. And we love that. Even in Christmas Day, you can go to any house, they can give you food. But I think things changed as we progress and all of that. And we developed the mentality of, because of the metropolitan that is coming in, like, you only focus on yourself, you don't focus on others. Yeah.
For you, though, what are you mostly proud of as a South African?
I'm mostly proud, for our culture, the diversity that we have in our cultures, the language, the how we click with one another, how we communicate, how we tend to understand each other, and how similar some of our cultures are as well. So it's quite crazy. And when I move to a different place, I still feel like it's home as well. I think even the townships as well, the manner in which are demarcated. Like for an example, if you've been to Soweto and you go to Gugulethu, there's some areas you can guess that there's a corner if you turn there. You know what I mean? Because the manner in which are demarcated. Yeah. So that's one thing about South Africa that I love about it.
Right. So what was your first job?
My first job, it was on training and development.
Okay.
I met this other white guy, which is Dr. Venan Possen. that mentored me in training and development. At the time when I was starting in this industry, it was 2008, and there was still Department of Labor that was playing the skills development as well, and then there was the CETAs that are coming into play. So, so there was a little bit of conflict in terms of who's actually pioneering this skills development and training regarding learnerships, and at that particular time, because the Department of Labor was involved, and then laterwards the CETA started taking over.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, let's now go back, based on what you've just said now, to Signa. Why and when? I know, it was started probably in Johannesburg, but tell us a little bit about the background of Signa Academy itself. When it was started and why.
Signa Academy started in 2014 in Cape Town.
Okay.
When it started,
it was in Cape Town it started. I don't know why.
It started in Johannesburg, to be precise. It started in Johannesburg, and then in 2014.
Oh, right, when the Cape Town one. Okay.
Yeah, the Cape Town one started in 2014.
Right, I got you now.
So basically, they were looking at training and development, empowering people from previously disadvantaged areas, because not everybody can afford to go to universities and all of that. So with the strategy that we've put in place at Signa Academy, we're able to go to the client and try to access funding so that we can train previously disadvantaged learners. The focus would be both on able and disabled individuals, because mostly we have realized that learners with disabilities, they've never given so much opportunities out there, and some of them are sitting at home not doing anything because of their disability. So we want to empower them. By empowering them, we want them to be economically active as well, so that they can play a role in their communities, even to change the mindset of other people living with disabilities. We also adopted what we call the power of one, where we train a particular individual. We know that this particular individual that we're training has an impact on the other person. So the Power of One initiative has been going on ever since at Signa Academy, where even the one that is doing a learnership here is able to assist their family by the stipend that they're getting, because they're getting a stipend. So they can pay groceries, they can also transport themselves to here, and they can also assist other people living with disability to say, hey, have you heard of Signa? They assist people like us, but in a sense that we give them the sense of belonging. Because there's always been a stereotype about people with disabilities, especially in our African culture. They would say because of the disabilities, witchcraft. They always blame a lot of things. If you have a mental illness, they don't consider that this person has a mental illness. This person can still be capable. A mental illness can still be managed in a proper manner. If you take a medication, it can also be controlled. This person can also be employable. So we are sensitizing people around that issue, and the host as well, so that they can welcome people with disabilities. So
what areas of disability are some of the learners in terms of, the mental health? Is it physical? What is some of the range? The disability.
It's more physical and mental. We have learners with schizophrenia. We also have learners that are on a wheelchair, that are wheelchair bound. We also have learners that are emotional, like your bipolar, things like that. So we do cater for those all of those disabilities.
So what courses and services do you offer for them?
So we offer, business-related qualifications also on the agricultural side as well, like your business administration, project management, new venture creation, contact center, agri-trade processing. We also have grain handling. We also have poultry training as well.
So it's across all sectors?
It's across, mostly we work with different sectors, yes.
Right, okay, and the admission process?
Each and every qualification has an admission requirement. Let's say, for an example, an NQF level 2 qualification will require somebody that has grade 9. And it depends on the qualification that we're rolling out. So the entry requirement is already set up by the South African qualification authorities as well. So if the learner doesn't have the entry level, then we try to assist them with other courses that in line with them, so that they can build up to get to the level where we want them to be as well.
Awesome. On that note, we'll be right back. So my dear brother Simon there, born in Soweto, have HR background, loves Cape Town, and you've moved, from Joburg, Johannesburg to South Africa here, and you've always been involved in HR, skills development, and I liked what you were sharing about life growing up in terms of Ubuntu, there. So for you, what are some of the challenges, that you believe Signa has had over the past, and how have they managed to overcome them?
One of the challenges that we encountered is that a lot of workplaces, they're not really sensitized enough in terms of handling people with disabilities.
Okay.
So one of the challenges when you ask them, we had to go in, and also when we are seeking for host employment for the learners, we also felt the need to educate the host around people living with disabilities because of the stereotype. How do we handle it? How do we handle such an individual? So those were one of the challenges that we have experienced as well, working with the industry as well.
So what success story for you since you started? When did you say you started here?
I started at Signa in 2016.
2016. So it's been a long time.
You've
been here more than 3-4 years. I know during COVID especially. Don't let's even talk about that. So what has been, for you, the most success story, something you're proud of as an organization?
What I'm proud about in terms of our organization is that seeing learners being employed by some of the industries, some of the learners gaining the skills, achieving the qualification, and coming back to say, Mr. Simon, Cherise, and Chantel, and all the staff members that are here, thank you for what you have done to us. That gives me a sense of, this is my purpose, I'm serving my purpose. I love what I do because it gives us encouragement. So having them to gain employment and having them to get the qualification for me, it's number one.
Awesome. Now let me come back to you now, for you personally, and I think maybe I can guess, what are the 3 things that, or people, or as the case might be for you, that you value most, and why?
Well, I value God in my life, and at Signa Academy as well. Something that you didn't know, that we are a God-fearing organization.
Okay.
We believe in God, and one of the things that I value most is love. Love that I have from my family, and the love that I get from my family and my colleagues as well. It's for me, it's everything, because. As in the book of Corinthians, if you read the Bible, it says love is patient. Love doesn't boast. It doesn't want its own. It doesn't dwell in. It's not envious.
Yes.
So I feel like love is most important for me as well. And another thing that I feel as well is the life itself. Having the ability to breathe, having the ability to make an impact in other people's lives, for me it's important. For the virtue that I wake up on daily basis, that God has woken me up, for me I'm grateful for that.
Now leadership, you're the branch manager, that's the right title?
That's the right title, yes.
At Signa now, so obviously you lead a team of people.
That's
what
correct.
does leadership mean to you, and what qualities do you think a leader should have?
I believe that leadership is being able to influence people to achieve their great potential. And part of the leadership qualities that I need to have is self-awareness. And I need to have integrity. I need to be able to have the ability to learn in all spheres of the industry. Because if I have the ability to learn in all spheres, it means basically I will be able to diversify my skills and engage my people in a manner that I want them to be engaged. And I felt that I need to have also good listening skills as well as a leader, so that you need to listen to your people, and believing that I should speak last in most cases to hear what they're saying, and basically see things from their own perspective, have empathy. Being able to put myself in their shoes as well as a manager at some point, because I've realized, the other thing is that I'm leading people that are doing facilitation as well. So at some point I also facilitate as well, and I also assess and moderate. So I understand what they're going through, the challenges they're facing. When I connect with my people, I'm connecting to them in a level that I understand what they do on a daily basis. Yeah.
On that note, we'll be right back. Wow, I am fascinated with all what you've said there, the lessons, for you, the description of what a leader should be, the challenges, what you're saying about some of the challenges you've had to go and educating the workplace in terms of being able, I think that's a good one. That needs to happen, and the fact that you have some of your learners coming back to share their success story with you. Just share with us some key life lessons that has been for you personally that will benefit a younger Simon in Soweto.
Mainly I would say to all the young people out there is that take advantage of all the opportunities that is available to you. Do not stay at home and hope information will come to you. You need to go out and seek information. Go to the libraries, read books, and then search the internet, find out what is available out there. And whatever opportunities that you get, make use of them. And I always believe that if you don't know where you are going, both the ways that you're taking are right for you. So whatever route that you take will lead you, might be a stepping stone to what you want to achieve. So, instead of staying at home and feeling sorry for yourself, you need to wake up and do something about it.
Now my final question. Apart from the work that obviously Signa is doing, in terms of helping with skills development, working with people with disability and creating opportunities for them, helping with change, creating legacy, impact, and so on. For you, what social issue means something to you, and what do you think are the solution to that issue?
One of the social issues that I was looking at in most cases it's poverty in most cases, and I feel that it could actually be eradicated through skills development, any type of skills development. And I feel that people need to diversify the skills, and they need to gain sustainable skills that would sustain them in the long run, because I've realized that not all of us are meant to be employed. Some of us are meant to be employers. So some of the people need to gain the relevant skills in order for them to employ people. I believe that poverty is not for us. No one was meant to be poor, but we were meant to be blessed. And in order for us to be blessed, it is for us to work hard. And one of the other things that I've done, which I haven't shared with you, when I came down to Cape Town, it was in 2009, and I started a project because of being passionate about, alleviating, poverty through skills development. I started a project called Project 5 Cents.
Okay.
By the time in 2009, if you remember, 2009 to 2011, you still got 5 cents as change from the retail outlet. And what I did is that when I would get the 5 cents, I would kick it like a soccer ball. But I realized, because since I was getting it from the retail outlet, it means basically it had value. So I decided, let me approach an NGO organization called La Pumilanga organization in Khayelitsha.
Okay.
And then we started, erecting containers in schools, in churches, and retail outlets for them to donate 5 cents, so that we can take child-headed household and, learners that are in school that cannot afford to go to varsity, in order so that we can pay for their tuition fees. And because we were getting partners from different industries, we got to make a lot of money, in which we paid for more than 50 learners to go to universities.
That's 50 learners. That translates into more than that if you really think about it.
That's correct, because the aim is that once you change one person's life, he needs to change the others.
Yeah. Wow, well done. Is that project still running or it stopped?
We stopped in 2011 after the production of 5 Cent was cut off.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's been cut off, isn't it? I don't know. Start with 10 cents. That 10 cents is too small as well. So start with 10 cents or something. That's true. I even forgot that. Yeah, that's true. We don't see that 5 cents
No,
anymore.
the production
Just
was
shows you I'm way behind. Wow, I really want to keep having this conversation, and there's so much I really wanted to ask you there, which I actually haven't touched on. But for me, it gives me time to come back to do a part 2 of follow-up where we will even get to speak to your beneficiaries, your staff, and other people. So are we welcome to come back, for more questions?
You are welcome, more than welcome to come.
And I'm already thinking, and I'm saying this on camera because I've told Cherise, so I want to make sure everybody hears it. We are already going to do a joint collaboration work. By faith, I believe it's going to happen.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So I'm saying it on camera now. We did discuss about it, but we'll probably be back to share more to see how that will happen, because we believe so much in collaborations and how we can all benefit and impact each other's lives and impact, the beneficiaries at the end of the day. So thank you for all you're doing. We honor you, we celebrate you, and we wish Signa Academy and the team an awesome and amazing more years where you continue to grow. I'm already actually thinking we could have Signa in Nigeria, because I don't think I've seen anything like this.
Most definitely.
I'm being serious. That just came into me now. So let's see where else we can learn and partner, and grow with each other. So in closing, I would love you to just give any words of encouragement to anyone out there, just looking directly in the camera.
Hi everyone. Most importantly, I feel that one should have that self-awareness, look at what you are capable of, and make it a point that you nurture your dream. And your dream, in order for it to be possible, you need to do something about it. Don't just dream, but you need to act. Action, hard work pays off at the end of the day. Thank you.
Ooh, that was short and right to the point. The hard-working Mr. Simon, and somebody who's doing so amazing things, doing so much within the school, and I completely agree with you. Hard work, nurture your dream. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all we've got time for, my people. Until next time, you heard it from Mr. Simon Zitha, who is the branch manager for Signa Academy based in Belleville. They need support. If you want to find out more about them, we will be sharing their social handles at the end. If you want to have learners at your workplace, you can reach out to them. They always have learners. They've got some already right now who are ready to work in various workplaces. So please pick up the phone or email them or find out or spread the word. And yes, disability does not mean inability. We keep saying that. So yes, please don't, treat people in a stigmatized way, because yes, that's what has been happening. Whether you have bipolar or physical challenge or autism, or, and we have a lot of organizations working in that area. So there's still a lot that needs to be done. Keep educating each other about these things. Yes, there are ways to manage some of this physical or mental challenge, and it doesn't mean they cannot work. They can work, but how do we support them so that they're economically empowered and they're able to put back in the community as well, because everybody matters at the end of the day. Okay, I've talked too much. I need to go to the dentist, hospital now before I get into trouble. Till next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and
God loves you.
I love that. God does love you, and me too. you.